One word tells me whether or not you're ready for retirement. Hey, I am Chuck the bureaucrat, and you can kind of imagine that as I cruise around the National Capital Region, that I bump into a lot of you guys who recognize me. And to be honest, it's always a bit of fun when somebody says, "Hey, you're the bureaucrat." But I've started to notice a difference in how people introduce themselves, and it always seems to suggest whether or not they're progressing well through their retirement or whether they're really prepared for retirement. It all comes down to the one, maybe two or three words that come after the phrase, "I am a," somebody says, "Hey Chuck, I'm a nurse," or "I'm studying to be a CPA," or "I'm going to Italy." All of those phrases seem to be indicators of a healthy mindset. What doesn't seem to be a good sign is people who say, "I'm a colonel," or "I'm a retired sergeant major." It's not really the rank that's at issue. It's the attachment to the rank, because you are not your rank. Are you a soldier, a Marine, a veteran, a retiree? Sure, you can be all of those things. And when somebody says, "I'm retired Navy," that really doesn't set off any bells with me. But when a guy says, "I'm a retired Navy captain," it doesn't surprise me when they start telling their personal story, and it's full of pitfalls and traps that are completely avoidable. So when I say you are not your rank, let me show you what I mean. Think of your previous rank. So like if you're a sergeant major, that would be master sergeant. Would you ever introduce yourself by saying, "I am a master sergeant"? Of course not. You were a master sergeant, but now you're a sergeant major, and there's going to come a point where you were a sergeant major, and now you're something else. For people who figured out what that new thing is that describes them, it seems as though they're happier and they're making decisions that they're more satisfied with. So if you haven't done it already, think back to the last time you were at a cocktail party and try to remember how you introduced yourself. If you said, "I'm writing a book about Iraqi interpreters," well, you're probably okay. If you said, "I'm the chief of staff for General so-and-so," you might want to experiment a bit. Over the past couple of months, I've been experimenting, and I'll tell you that there are a number of true things about me that I'm just not comfortable saying. One of them is, I'm a YouTuber. Personally, I like just saying, "I'm Chuck." On one hand, it's simple and transparent, and on the other hand, it's kind of ambiguous. I mean, I'm not 100% sure who this guy is yet. And the same thing goes for you. I mean, you are so much more than you are today. And if you want to get the inside track on something that completely caught me off guard, watch this video.